Hey lovelies, welcome to Tuesday morning. Welcome to Money Musings with Eloise, the first of two this week. And if you've been watching me, you will know that I've been doing a series of talks about ways that you can heal money blocks, stories, beliefs, anything that's holding you back, really. But of course, here we focus on money because that's my thing. So I'm currently in my workspace. I have a shared workspace and it's lovely. So coming to you from somewhere different, there's lovely naked bricks and things. It's really quite nice. So I'm trying to come here once a week so that I can get into a different mindset around my business. And yeah, it's really helping actually. I'm like hyper productive as a person anyway, but having this space makes it even more hyper productive. So that's what I'm doing here today. If you're thinking that's a different background, Eloise, so come and say hello to me if you're here. There is a link above this video on some of the platforms that I'm streaming to, which you can click and it will show me your name. Otherwise, what I get, it just says Facebook user. So if you add your name to it, that would be fantastic. So um, over the last week, I've talked about journaling, I've talked about tapping, and I wanted today to talk about something that I put down for a long time. And I don't mean I put it down as in like I slagged it off. I mean, I stopped using it because there was a lot of noise about whether or not it was appropriate to use it. And so I've been in this bit of a quandary with it. And it's a very simple process, but it's also very powerful. And what I decided was, you know, if it works and you use it with respect, like that's perfect, right? So that's what I've been doing. I've been reintroducing it into my life, using a huge amount of respect and gratitude for where it came from. So the method that I'm going to talk to you about is fantastic at forgiveness, helping you forgive. And you might think, well, what do I need to forgive? But actually, some of you will have realized that once you've uncovered money blocks, you often feel cross with yourself, cross with your parents, cross with your friends, cross with the world. And that's part of the normal process. But this can be used for any type of forgiveness. So, hello, lovely. Thank you for joining. Um, so, what's beautiful about forgiveness is some of you will know that I've had a lot of things happen in my life that have been really hard to let go of, and as a result of not letting go of it, I've created some significant illnesses in my body, significant illnesses, and I'm currently working on healing some of those. Some of them have had to be cut out, but I truly believe that's down to the fact that I carried this anger at myself and at other people for all sorts of things, including money, right? So I used to think that forgiveness was letting someone off the hook. And actually, what I've realised is forgiveness is letting myself off the hook because I don't deserve to be on it. So I hope that makes sense. And this process is actually about easing you through the letting go element of forgiveness. Okay, the stuff that we carry around is like big, heavy bags, right? But we can put it down. We often don't want to put it down because, like I said, it feels like we're letting the other person off the hook. But it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die when you hold on to things. We oftentimes I've found the people that have hurt me actually have absolutely no inclination that they've hurt me. They just don't care as much as I do, or it wasn't a bigger deal as I made it. Does that make sense? So then I carry that. I'm taking that poison. I'm feeding myself that poison because I'm holding a grudge. And hi, Rachel. And what happens is that makes me ill. And it might make me ill physically because I'm extremely sensitive, or it might make me ill mentally or emotionally. And it can cause a real problem. So I've just seen a comment here, trying to order your checkbook and visualization, but payment's not going through. I shall have a look at that for you, lovely. Drop your name here and I will. I will have a look at that for you. I'm having a few tech issues today. You're the second person that sent me a tech issue, so just let me know who you are and I'll have a look and come back to you on that. So, what is it I'm talking about? Some of you will already have heard of this, and hopefully it will be like, oh yeah, I remember doing that in the past. it's called Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian prayer. It's a very cherished Hawaiian prayer. And what's fascinating about Ho'oponopono is there has actually been research carried out by doctors who have used this prayer to not only heal themselves but heal others. And I don't often recommend healing others unless they're like wide open to it. And forgiveness normally is for you, but this approach seems to work. It seems to raise the vibration of whoever it's focused on. And it's really simple. And what's amazing is if you're struggling to sleep because you're worrying about money, because money is a big reason for not being able to sleep, this will actually help you fall asleep. So it's got like a double whammy going on. So Ho'oponopono, as I said, it's a Hawaiian prayer. It's part of a very big practice, and it's a very small bit that has been commercialized by certain coaches. But like I said, if you use it with respect, I think it's absolutely fine to do it. So it's very simple. You think about the issue. And this might be that you think about the issue because it's popped up. You know, like when you're driving around and all of a sudden something from 30 years ago comes up and you just burn with shame from it. That's a great time to use it. But I tend to use it every night and every morning because I get sleep anxiety and waking anxiety. So I use it to calm my anxiety. So what you do is you focus on whatever it is that's causing you the stress, the burn, whatever it is, and you take a deep breath in and you say the words either in your head or out loud, I'm sorry. And then you do that again. You take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you say, please forgive me. You do it again. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you say, I love you. And then you take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, you say, thank you. Now, it doesn't matter if you get the order mixed up, but these are phrases that are both triggering and loving. So, for example, the please forgive me one triggers me because a lot of the time I'm like, actually, it's not me that needs forgiveness. And then I have to remind myself, actually, I do need to forgive myself for holding on to the stuff that causes me pain. The I love you used to trigger me a lot. I mean, a lot. And these days, what I find is now I am finding it much easier to say that to myself. I think the money work leads us to a better relationship with ourselves. No, I don't think that. I know the money work leads us to a better relationship with ourselves. And so I started out not even wanting to look at myself and moved into actually parts of me that I liked. And then I started really liking myself. And now I can say to myself, I love myself. I love you. And I thank you. Yeah. So Rachel said, I love using this forgiveness prayer. It is beautiful, isn't it, Rachel? It really does help soothe your soul. And Louise said it totally does. Yeah. Yeah, taking a deep breath in between, it is a good idea because otherwise, do you know what I find? And I do this a lot with repetitive stuff. I end up saying it but not feeling it. And we know with money alchemy, it's all about the feels, right? If you just walk around going, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Like you're saying it and it's going to have an impact, but it has a deeper impact when you slow it down. And this is the same with my rapid energy release. We slow it down and it creates a connection to the feeling rather than just the words. The words are powerful. Words are like secret codes. We use words every day, but some of the words mean things that we don't know, but our soul somehow mean it because it's like this code. And so slowing it down and connecting into the meaning adds even more power to that secret code. I love it. Love it. So the words are deep breath in, breathe out, I'm sorry. Deep breath in, deep breath out, please forgive me. You might want to pop your hand on your heart whilst you're thinking about it as well to really connect into that feeling. Deep breath in, breathe out, I love you. Deep breath in, deep breath out, thank you. And when I say thank you, I'm saying thank you to myself, and I'm also saying thank you to this beautiful practice, which is stunning. You probably need to do it about 8 times. Um, 8 seems to be, I don't know why, but 8 seems to be the number for me. 8 times is what I need to do in the morning and at night. But what I find is my anxiety drops. I'm able to drift off to sleep. And when I wake up, I I use this to calm my anxiety, to calm my mind, to chill that panic. Sylvia says she gets waking anxiety too. Oh my goodness, I've not actually ever met anyone, Sylvia, that has that as well. So I'm pleased that I'm not the only one, but I'm also I get how awful it can be. It's like, especially Sylvia, like I think I'm a really positive person, and waking up with like literally anxiety waking me up, it just seems so out of character for me. Like I have to make a choice every day with it to decide whether to go down that route or to be positive, um, and that's so not me. So I use this prayer to really help lock that gentle shift. And it is a gentle shift. It slows down your anxiety. It's releasing that pain. And when you think about that problem again, perhaps later in the day or the next day or in a couple of weeks, you will notice that the sharpness of it has dialed right down. Like it's not a thorn digging in your side anymore. It might just be like a lump digging in your side. And then the more you do it, the more you release on it. And you can do it over and over again. The more you release on it, the more, the easier it feels and the less tension that you have around it. You'll feel like, if it's something that you didn't get to say, you'll feel like your throat releases. If it's someone who hurt you, you'll feel like your heart's opening up again. Like anger always gets me in my liver. I know when my liver starts to hurt, I need to do some forgiveness on something or someone or even myself. So it's a really, really beautiful practice. So the feeling is the secret. Absolutely. The feeling is the secret. The words definitely help and they do work, but they take like 10 times as long without the feeling. The feeling is like a turbocharge to the words. Yes. Um, Sylvia says, me neither. I get that. It's just founded in no reality yet. Here it is. Yeah. So waking anxiety. Oh, slightly off topic here. I found a fellow waking anxiety person. It's tough, isn't it? Because we know that having a high vibration is really, really important in this work. And actually, when you have anxiety, that's a really stressy. It's more of a strung out vibration rather than a high vibration. So yeah, it's a conscious choice. Yeah. So my lovelies, I want you to go and try this. Again, the words are: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you. Oh, I got a bit stuck there, didn't I? And thank you. Okay, give it a go. Use it on money blocks. You can use it to help this is a very gentle healing. This will just ease out that pain. It will slowly numb it until it's gone. It will just reduce it, not numb it, it will reduce it. It will reduce it, like turns down the volume. Whereas my rapid energy treatment that I'm going to talk about on Thursday is I want to say it's brutal, but there's no messing around with it. It's not gentle in terms of it just comes out and then we put something better in there. Whereas this is a very gentle one. It's something that I believe we should all be doing because it's very kind to ourselves. So I hope you found that useful. Have a wonderful Tuesday and I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you for joining, lovelies.